What's up, guys? This is my first time going live on YouTube. It's not something I'm accustomed to, puts me on the spot a little bit, but I just saw fight news, multi-discipline fight happening between Demetrious Johnson and Rodtang. This is crazy. I never thought I would see this. We have one guy who is an MMA champion, one guy who's a Muay Thai champion, and they're going to be fighting under both rule sets, which makes sense now that ONE FC is using the small 4-ounce MMA gloves for their Muay Thai matches, which I personally think is just wild. You know, I'm looking at signing with ONE FC, but would I jump in and fight with 4-ounce gloves? I don't know. I would have to take a real look at the paycheck and decide how important it is. But today we're going to talk about Demetrious Johnson versus Rodtang in a multi-discipline fight. Just wild. We're going to go through all the rule sets, talk about what I think. Before we do, I just announced the winner of this glove giveaway today. Anybody who's on can take a sneak peek at the next glove giveaway. I have been holding on to these gloves, I want to say, since 2015 when I won my Glory belt. After I won it, the president or somebody came up to me and said, "Gabriel, we want to give you these gloves and you can give them away to a fan." And I just never got around to it. I didn't have a YouTube channel back then, and then I moved and they've traveled with me. So this will be for the next one. These are Leone gloves. Check these things out. Taken them out of the bag once. I've never even used them. These will be the next one. We've got 12-ounce gloves. Got the Glory on them. I haven't done anything with them. I don't even want to put them on and get them sweaty or anything because I just finished running. But these will be the next giveaway. So I'll put those off to the side. More information on that as we get closer to 100,000 subscribers. So I'm going to click over here and give you guys the details on this Demetrious Johnson versus Rodtang fight. The date is December 5th. So coming up fairly fast. They call it an MMA versus Muay Thai gimmick match. I don't know if I'd call it a gimmick match. I just think this is a fantastic matchup between two guys who never would really have a chance to compete together without this rule set. The difficulty is who goes first in MMA or Muay Thai? What are the rules? Well, let's take a look at this. We have 2 of the 4 rounds. So we have a 4-round fight. That in itself is very odd. Will be contested under MMA rules. Well, rounds 1 and 3 are going to be strictly Muay Thai. I guess 2 and 4 will be MMA rules. So let's talk about that first before we get into more details. So the first rounds are Muay Thai, which obviously puts Rodtang at a massive advantage in that first round. They know if they put MMA down, it's the first round that Demetrious will come out, probably take him to the ground and potentially tap him out. I don't know what Rodtang's been doing in terms of groundwork. So making the Muay Thai match first, that is super, super important for ONE FC not to have one of their stars just get, taken down, slapped around, and tapped out super early. So in terms of Muay Thai first, how do I see this going for Demetrious Johnson? Well, first of all, he's no slouch in the striking department, but once you remove the ability to have takedowns, it changes everything entirely. The one thing I will say about Demetrious Johnson is, from what I've seen, he's a difficult guy to hit. He's very, very good at moving around. The question is he willing to move around for basically a whole round to avoid Rodtang, who just tanks? He just comes at you like a tank. I want to see if I can find here what the length of the rounds are going to be, because that makes a big difference. I do not see anything here on the length of the rounds. And that'll be an interesting factor because obviously MMA is normally 5 rounds, Muay Thai is 3. The longer they can have that first round be, the better it's going to be for Rodtang and probably ONE FC to really get Rodtang as just a massive superstar known around the world. So we'll be interested to find those details out as more information is given to us. But we're looking at Muay Thai in the first round. Let's say it's just 3 minutes. That's all we have. 3 minutes for Rodtang to go in and try and knock out Demetrious Johnson before they switch to MMA rules. Do I think he can do it? Well, these are small gloves, and Rodtang is like a little tank. And I will say it is 100% how Demetrious Johnson decides to fight. If he stays mobile, he moves a lot. I'm assuming they're going to be fighting in a cage. He stays mobile. He potentially even takes him down once or twice, even though he's not allowed to. He stalls the clock and he does not engage. there's a chance he can get out of that round. I wouldn't say it's a given. Like, of course, he can just do it. We're still talking about one of the best fighters ever in MMA. But can he get out against Rodtang? I couldn't tell you 100%. This is the fight game. There's no guarantees. I don't love the odds of getting out against Rodtang when this guy just tanks towards you, just nonstop, coming. But if we can get to the second round, where Demetrious Johnson can now use his MMA skills, now I think Rodtang is in for a problem, because I don't know how good he is at lengthening his stance out. I don't know how good he is at stopping takedowns, and I doubt he'll be able to stop DJ from being able to submit him. So I say, in my opinion, that gives Rodtang one round. You've got to put him out. You've got to put Demetrious Johnson on his back and make sure he can't get up before you get to that second round, and Demetrious Johnson, who is a very, very good submission artist, can go to work. That's the way I see this playing out. I want to check here and see what other information we have. This is it's just such a unexpected thing. I saw that when DJ lost his last fight, ONE FC started teasing this, saying that, oh, this would be a fantastic contest, but I never thought we would see it, because I thought Demetrious Johnson just really wouldn't want to be interested in that. It changes everything entirely. Like for me, when I went to MMA, it just changed everything entirely. I like the challenge, but I didn't love it. I didn't love the sport. I didn't love being outside of my comfort element, which is why at the moment, with most of the contracts I'm looking at negotiating, I'm trying to focus on the stand-up. That's at the end of my career where I love. So I'm surprised that DJ would take this fight. And it could be amazing for Rodtang and amazing for ONE FC to make a fantastic superstar just explode. And I'm not seeing any other information here on the site. I was given all my information. It looks like that was pretty much it. We got round number 1, Muay Thai, number 2, MMA, number 3, back to Muay Thai, number 4, into MMA again. We don't have any number on the length of the rounds. If we're going to go Muay Thai 3-minute round and MMA 5-minute round, if I had to bet you what was going to happen, I would say we're doing 5-minute rounds for everything, because giving Rodtang that 5-minute round is super beneficial to him. The longer he can get in there, the better it's going to be. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little breakdown. I don't have anything else that I really wanted to say on it. I do know that I'm going to be watching. This is something that I'm super excited about. ONE FC has been putting on incredible events, and they just announced another massive kickboxing tournament at the weight class above me, unfortunately. But still, it gives me hope that maybe they will do something at my weight class and I can get in there and showcase my skills on their amazing promotion. So hope for that. Remember, these gloves were given away today. Amazing, amazing job by Alex. You can check out the video, see just the amazing video that he put together. These will be the gloves for the next giveaway. Completely unused, a gift from Glory to me 6 years ago now. And I've just been waiting for the right opportunity to give them away. And 100,000 subscribers will be that moment, along with some other goodies that I'm going to get from some of the people I work with in the sport. So everybody who's tuning in, sorry, this is my first time doing a live, and I see all these comments on the side. I'm not skilled enough yet to multitask between the two, but I'll check them out after I sign off and get back to some of you guys. If you signed on for this, you took the time to listen. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you have some interesting thoughts on how the fight against Rodtang versus Demetrious Johnson will play out. I will be watching that along with the other ONE FC massive kickboxing card that is coming, I believe, in October. So that's all for me today, guys. Thanks for joining. Train hard. I'll see you back here soon for another video.